Hey, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, just like this. All right. So this video, it's gonna be about on how I made the custom Kraven base. It's just an extension, and then how I kind of repainted the lion there on the background. So I'll do a quick close up here, and then throughout the video I'll show more close-ups and explain how I painted, what I used to paint it, and what I used to make the custom base. So this is the base, and that's the lion. And at the end of the video I'll put some more pictures of the before and after, so you can tell the difference, because right now you may not be able to see as far as the color. Okay, so watch the video and let me know if you have any questions. All right, I'm trying to expand my Kraven statue base. So I cut the foam, um, see the pink foam. I put a coat of spray black. Then I'm trying to get a color that's gonna kind of match or blend with the original base. So I just use like different colors. Use a little bit of brown, and I'll mix it with like a little bit of black, and then a lighter color for like the highlights. Um, for the highlights, what I usually do, I just put it like this, and I try to do like a dry brush. Let the paint get a little bit dry on the brush, and I'll just highlight. Just some highlights. Mm. Just slightly. Mm. And I think that's enough of the highlights. Make it look a little bit more realistic. Okay, it's hard to tell the color until it dries. Um, Hopefully, will match what I want it to be. And this is the base, and this is gonna go more like that. But again, I have to wait for it to dry so I can see if the color actually worked. Okay, So we'll see. I'll let it dry for about half an hour or so, and we'll take another look. Okay, now for the second part of this video, I'll be working on the lion. There's not much to do on the lion. I was gonna just put some shading. Again, I'm just gonna use this Tempera paint. It's easy to remove. You just wipe it off if you don't like it. So that's the same one I use for the Carnage. Yeah, the base it's here, and I'll put everything together later so you can see how they all look together. But yeah, I'll start now. Take a break, and I'll show you after the first section is done. Okay, I mixed some of the paint to just get the shade of brown I wanted, and then I'm just gonna start just applying some just some areas first, some accent. Again, this paint is very easy to remove, so if you apply too much, you can just remove some as you keep painting. Okay. Here. Again, it's a little bit of a trial and error kind of thing. Okay. I'm not gonna worry too much about the back because it's not gonna be really on display, to be honest. I'm more worried about this part here. Okay, I'm not gonna show the whole thing. Just take a break now, and then I'll come back when some more of it is done. All right, so I mix another lighter brown, and I'm just going over with the lighter brown to do some highlights, so you can actually see more of the hair. This is the side painted, and this is the side that's not painted. It's too glossy. This is like, seems a little bit more realistic. Some of the darks seems a little bit too dark, so I may have to remove it a little bit. I put some around here. It looks dark enough for me now, but I may have to remove some of that. Okay, time for another break. Okay, I think I'm done. Let's see. Close up. It doesn't look as glossy as before, and this is how it was before. It's very glossy, and now okay. Now I'm just gonna finish the other side, and I'll put it together. Okay, some of the final highlights. Go like this. Somewhere. Okay, I think that's about it. I'll put it all together now. All right, well, it's done. I've repainted the lion, and I created a custom base. Yeah, I like this much better than the original. I like him on this side. Okay, so I'll go over some of the things I did. So on the base, the bottom, it's wood, but here I use a foam, which is this foam. It's very easy to cut. You can get it at Home Depot. See, it's a piece from it. You can cut it with a knife, and you can make the texture and make it rocks. That's a close up. As far as the grass, I just painted a sample. They have like a Home Depot some samples you can take. And I have a leftover piece here. I just put some of the paint on it, brushed, so it looks kind of dry, and put it in there. For the foam, for the base, I just use a regular, I guess, acrylic paint. They sell like samples or return. This one's 50 cents. And I have a bunch of those, and I'll just mix it and brush it for the highlights there. For the lion, like I mentioned before, I just use this Tempera paint. which is removable. You can just wash it off if you don't like it. So yeah, looks very nice. So close up of the paint. And the base. Different angle. Okay, yeah. And I try to match it as much as I could. It's never gonna be perfect, but the rocks, and it's a different terrain anyway. Close up. Okay, I'm gonna put it back on the display, and I'll put some pictures at the end so you can see how it looks now on the display. Let's see. Okay, if you have any questions or comments, just write below, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. Thank you. Okay, well, I thought I was done with this, but then I saw a couple of pictures of lions, and I noticed another thing about the hair here. See how it's all the same color? I noticed a lot of lions, this part is darker, so I'm gonna just add that to my lion, because a quick picture you can see it. Well, it looks like darker, this one as well. So I want it to look more like that. As far as the other part of the hair, the skin there, looks good. So I'm just gonna mix some of the darker brown and just start doing close to the end here. Some black kind of inside, and maybe it's gonna give me just the highlights I need, the darker ones. It's kind of hard to tell until the paint dries how actually it looks, but you can tell how it's starting to look. Okay, I'll take a break, I'll paint some more, and I'll continue. All right, so it's done, and I put it with the other statues in my display. This was a little bit confusing because I thought I finished, then I put on the display, and that's the video you see right in the beginning. But then once I had on the display, I brought it back upstairs to finish painting the face a little bit more, a little bit darker, and the hair a little bit darker. So this is actually the final look of it. It looks pretty good. Very happy with it. At first I thought like with the base extension, they'll make the base too big, but actually it doesn't look too big. I mean, you can see next to the other statues. It looks big, but not too big. And I like Kraven on this side much better. Before he was too far behind the lion. So let's look up close. As you can see, the difference between the video in the beginning and this part of the video, the face is a little bit darker and the hair has some dark highlights. And at first I'm taking this video here with no LED lights, so you can see sometimes the lighting affects, you know, how things look in the video. And a close up there. And again, now I'm gonna turn the LED light on. And I noticed sometimes when I was painting, the LED light, the way it reflects on the paint, sometimes on camera makes it look kind of like, I don't know, chalk, too white. But in person, it looks pretty cool. And I like it that it doesn't look so glossy anymore, the lion. Again, some statues like Venom, you want the paint to be a little bit glossy, or even this one, you know, Black Cat. It looks good, but not on the lion. I mean, I just didn't like the look of the lion skin or hair. It looks so glossy. So I'm very happy with it. And the good news for the people that worry about doing this or trying something like this is that it's very easy to remove. I had to remove a couple of times when I made a few mistakes, and you just wash it off. It's almost like watercolor. Yeah, I like this much better. Again, it's all removable, so no statues were hurt or damaged during this process. And I'm working on Carnage. I'm painting the statue, not the statue, but the base. And there'll be a separate video for that. And also I was working on the portrait stands, and I'll do a video about how I made those. I did one for the Black Cat as well. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments, as usual, just write below and I'll get to it as soon as I can. Like I said, it's pretty easy to make. I don't really had to spend that much money. The paint, I think, is like $10 or something like that. And as you see, it doesn't require much talent either. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.